Hey everyone, this is Hiroton Mike 2011. Welcome back to Crash Twinsanity. In the last episode, we finished up Twinsanity Island, which pops in and out in the background apparently. And in this episode, we've made it to Cortex's iceberg lair. I think this is a reference to Crash 2, where Cortex convinced Crash to help him out, and he basically was like, in an icy area. I'm not exactly sure, so don't quote me on that, but no time to talk since we have a cutscene coming up right here.
Before you rises a cathedral of diabolical genius. Scary, but in the wrong hands, this iceberg lair could do much goodness in the world. Of course, only I have the key. Observe. Follow me. I know another way.
Cortex just kind of popped out there. Do you see that? Any case, we have some stuff to explore in Cortex's Ice Lair, because Cortex's Ice Lair is essentially the second hub of the game. There are 4 hubs in all, and just like the other hubs in the game, this place has Chaos Emeralds for us. But this place is a bit okay. There's an invisible wall here where the fan is. I understand the fan should realistically kill you, but yeah, I guess just having an invisible wall works too, I guess. So yeah, there are 4 hubs in the game in total, and these are we're already on the second one, so we're already halfway. This game's actually relatively short because we're not near the halfway point, but we're drawing kind of close to it. Okay, here's the thing about Cortex's Ice Lair. Getting the gems here, well, the Chaos Emeralds, is actually really, really difficult, especially with like the way that my camera is freezing and everything. Because, I have to play this off my laptop because my dazzle is messing up. I know, I need to get new equipment, but let's try this one instead. This one should be relatively easy, as long as I can position the camera correctly. Just jump up and get on the TNT and jump away. I still don't know why that doesn't activate. It's supposed to. Okay. In any case, now we have, if you thought that was going to blow up all the nitros, unfortunately you're wrong. So, we jump in here, collect the Chaos Emerald, and hopefully jump back out without any difficulty. Okay. I didn't know what was going to happen, so I was kind of just holding my breath there. Unfortunately, I don't think we can get around this way. No, invisible wall. All right, yeah, let's just walk over here. I really do like the design of Cortex's Ice Lair. And by the way, I love this song that's playing right now. Like, I think I'm actually going to be quiet a little bit just so you guys can hear how, like, silly this song is. Because it's, like, so chill. But this song is just, like, so silly. It's, like, not even funny. Like, I love the acapella tracks, but damn, some of these songs cannot be taken seriously. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that little snippet of the soundtrack. Like I said, if you want to find the soundtrack somewhere on YouTube, I think it's relatively easy to find. Well, at least I found it back then. Okay, I'm gonna be a bit careful here because remember how I said because of the game's glitches and everything, it's very possible that you can trigger a cutscene again, even though you've already seen it, and cutscenes are unskippable even if you've seen them before. So I'm going to be kind of careful here because I don't want to trigger that Cortex cutscene again, or at least I don't want to do it on camera. Here you have to be careful. Okay, I don't follow my own advice. If there is one complaint that I do have with the platforming in this game is that it's kind of like Sonic the Werehog in Sonic Unleashed, how Crash doesn't have a drop shadow sometimes. So when you have to make some drops like right here, it's almost really difficult to tell the depth perception just because of the fact that there is no drop shadow, or in some cases there is, but you can barely see it. No, there's no drop shadow here. So yeah, like I kind of died without any like me dying was basically just a leap of faith, and that really does suck. Also, one change that I don't like is that these spring boxes, you have to actively jump on them. You can't just walk on top of them. Now, if I remember correctly, you see that little cave over there? We can't go there yet. If I'm remembering this correctly. Yeah, we can't go there yet, but that's a shortcut back to this section. remember when I made mention that um, you can go back to other sections of the game and basically start the level over if you messed up or forgot any Chaos Emeralds? The only thing about this is, hold on a minute, I gotta concentrate. Got it. I should not be alive, but whatever. The game counted me as getting it, so screw it. Like I said, you keep Chaos Emeralds if you die. The only time you don't is when you get a game over, so you don't really... So there basically is, like, a margin for error. You can just collect it and then just die and then respawn. And, it's really forgiving in that sense. Oh, in any case, yeah, so when I said that you can restart some of the levels and basically go back and get any Chaos Emeralds you missed. It essentially works the same way here, where, hey, I got it in my first try. Oh, okay. I thought I had to make a leap of faith for those. Yeah, like, you don't have to, like, if you miss any gems, you can go back and try to collect them again. The thing is, the way that the game works is that the cutscenes start all over, so it will act as if you're starting the story over. And I guess, like, if you want to just restart the story, you don't have to reset your save file. You can just, go back to the beginning. I missed showing off where this trigger is in Insanity Island, but I'll come back during the bonus episode to show it off. I'm not gonna, you see a glimpse of where to start this level over if you miss any gems. But, and every hub world has this, by the way. But, if anything, I'm not gonna show them off now. I will save all of these shortcuts and whatnot for the bonus, because, like I said, and this one sucks because you can barely see the nitro boxes showing you that you have to go down here. But, in any case, it kind of breaks progression because, essentially you are starting story mode again, like, from the very beginning. So, yeah, I'll save all that for the bonus episodes. Okay, so I'm going to be very, very careful here, and I'm going to purposely take that death, despite me saying I'm going to be very careful. Okay, I don't want to show you that long trek, so I'll meet you guys over by the cave where we have to go. Alright, over at the cave, we go from the iceberg lair as soon as we enter, I think, to... come on, change. Change! Change! Why is it taking so long to change the goddamn thing? Ice climb, okay. Yeah, pretty clever name change, huh? Sorry, I was just checking to see if I have everything. The music doesn't change here, which is... okay. I guess I haven't saved in a while, so that's why it's doing the whole autosave thing. One thing that's interesting about Ice Climb here, besides the fact that there's introductions of bats, which, nobody likes, and these things try to home in on you, so be careful when they get you in their sights, which I'm not being careful because the camera won't let me change. I think I got stuck on an icicle. Oh, I tried. I took a risk, and I failed, so screw it, I'm not going after that. In any case, what I was trying to say is that one thing that's interesting about Ice Climb is that you may notice that the music didn't change, that it's still the same music as Iceberg Lair. Well, this is also a result of the game being unfinished. This track, this area originally had its own track, and, well, this area... okay, my computer froze, so I didn't know if I took a hit or not, I'm sorry. Yeah, this track, essentially, if I can get a word out, for fuck's sake, this track, essentially... what is wrong with me? There's an unused track in the game, along with many other files and whatnot, that was supposed to be used for Ice Climb, but was not implemented in the final game, so they just reused the Iceberg Lair theme for this area. You know what? I figured, like, the best thing to do is actually show off that track, since you're probably never going to hear it again. So while I concentrate and actually try to beat this level, I'm going to play the track over footage of me doing the rest of this level. So, oh man, I destroyed that guy. So, enjoy the original track, and I'll see you guys after it ends, or at least after it loops once. Okay, we're back. I don't know if you noticed if I was kind of speeding up the footage or something by like a little margin while we were playing that music. Yeah, you may have noticed all the deaths I'm taking. I know it's mostly because a lot of these are my fault, and you know, I will outright just take credit for kind of playing the game badly alongside my computer kind of messing up, you know, with like delays and everything. But besides that, I don't really like this level. This is actually one of my least favorite levels in the game, despite the fact that, like, this music is so cheesy and everything, even though I do wish that they used the original track. And hold on one moment. Right. Sorry about that. Again, still have the crappy $30 mic. You have to work with what you have, I guess. So I have to, like, adjust it every now and then. In any case, yeah, I don't really like this level that much. This first part, you know, climbing up isn't that bad. The second part is a bit tedious, but, you know, I'll get to that when I get to that. And by the way, here's our case of getting invincibility, but we have nothing to kill it with. And like I said, it doesn't play the music anymore, so maybe I'll insert it in post? Or should I just keep it blank just because, like, you know, that's kind of bad that they just got rid of the song? I don't know. Like, I'll probably figure it out once I'm, like, editing this, which is probably today, considering I don't have any videos going up this week because of the play I was in. But, yeah. I don't know, I'm a bit tongue-tied too because, well, yeah, that thing I mentioned, that, like, the play that I'm in. Ooh! Okay, I thought I could jump over that. He just kind of rammed right into me. The play that I'm in, which is the band room, I guess I would do a shameless advertising and say go see it, but by the time that this goes up on Tuesday, it probably will be over, and this probably won't make any sense if you guys are watching this in the past. So I'm just gonna be a bit quiet about that, but I still have one more weekend to do it, so I have like the next 4 days off, so that's why I'm recording this now, but I haven't been able to do any starter trio stuff, and I feel bad about that because me and the guys just can't meet up because their schedules are too busy and they can't meet up unless it's the weekends, and I've been busy on the weekends doing this freaking play, so yeah, I'm sorry that there hasn't been any starter trio content. You know, game, that time, okay, that time that was my fault. I can't even blame the game for that one. But, yeah, like, I can't even, like, front, like, I want to do some starter trio content. I just can't, just because the play's been eating up all my time, and I can't meet up on the weekends because I have to, like, immediately go and, get ready for, like, you know, the play. And, like, I'm not playing a big role in the band room. I'm just playing, like, one of, like, you know, the minor roles in Act 2. But even then, it's like, you know, you have to have full commitment. And on the other side, Cortex seems to have himself another pickle. Again. Well, let's see what's going on.
The check bounced. Are you sure? Well, the past few years have kind of been slow. Wrath of Cortex didn't do as well as we'd hoped, and... Fish?
Okay, I love that. Oh, okay, Crash. I love that cutscene just because of the whole fact. Like, there's so many things I love about that cutscene, but we're in another Cortex session, so be a bit careful here. Ugh, sorry, I had a, like, kind of burp there. In any case, I love that cutscene so much just because of, like, all the stuff that Cortex said. The fact that the reason why his enemies are after us, it's not just because we're Crash Bandicoot. It's because Wrath of Cortex sold badly, and the check that... Okay, I'm sorry, Cortex. I'm trying to get that life up there. I guess it's not really worth it if I end up killing you. So, I love how, because the enemies are after both of us, because Wrath of Cortex, the previous game that came before this, sold terribly, and they outright acknowledge that in this game, and because it sold terribly, essentially the check that Cortex promised his employees bounced, and they went broke for, like, a long time, and that's why they're against us. That I find really hilarious, and the fact that Cortex had nothing to say except try to trick them out and kill them. Just like, yeah, he's a bad guy through and through. When you can't play your employees, just freaking murder them. Okay, so in any case, you can sacrifice Cortex here and get that Excuse me, Aku Aku. Wow, I confused Uka Uka for his brother. Wow, that was kind of roundabout, wasn't it, Cortex? See if I can actually toss Cortex into that now. Oh, whatever. Whatever works, I guess. Okay, so now we're invincible, and now we have nothing to worry about. But, about that, like, this is kind of weird, by the way, but this gem here is kind of weird how you get it. You have to be very careful and aim Cortex. Oh, hey, there we go. But be careful here, because for some reason, the gears, their collision detection isn't the best. So sometimes Cortex can get stuck and outright just fall off the platform and die. So you really do have to be careful. Not like that. You have to be very careful in other ways. But let's just activate the Cortex. Ooh, you can even see him all the way down there. Okay, let's try to have better aim, shall we? I know there's a gem. Cortex! Come on, man. Come on. Okay, I know there's a gem behind me, but I want to activate this switch just to get out of the way first. And also get those things out of the way, because those things are being held. By the way, if those things look familiar, I don't know what those things are called. Probably put the name on screen or something. But yeah, those things are from Crash Bandicoot 1 if they look familiar. So let's go over here and collect the Chaos Emerald. But you got to be very careful and throw Cortex in such a way that he'll get it, and he didn't get it there. Okay, so maybe if I just throw him and he doesn't have to land, maybe he can just touch it? Or he can die. I just love Cortex just goes into the abyss and accepts his fate. Crash. Okay, I need to focus here. All right, we gotta just aim in Cortex, get him over there, and what? He touched it. He touched it. He very clearly touched it. Okay, I guess that's not what you're supposed to do. I guess you're supposed to throw him the old-fashioned way. Yeah, there we go. All right, now that that's done, we can go back to the rest of the stage. Jeez. I don't know why I'm having such difficulty on this. Whatever. All right, be careful here because, again, it's very possible that Cortex can get stuck and he'll just fall off. So, but over here, you want to use Cortex's body, so... Now, that's actually a glitch because, you may be wondering why there's no, like, voice clips of Cortex here, because usually he's, like, very vocal when you're using, you know, Cortex's body for stuff. Well, oh, this is what I was talking about with the collision detection being weird. Crash isn't moving, but Cortex thinks we are, so sometimes he can get stuck, so you need to be very careful here. Anyway, this area is actually glitched, so Cortex's sound bites don't play, even though they're supposed to. So, because of that, Cortex sounds like he's completely mute, even though he's, voice clips are supposed to be coming out. So, yeah, because the moment that we get out of this area, wow, bye Wumpa Fruit, because the moment we get out of this area, Cortex's voice clips come back, so it's a really weird glitch. Anyway, I believe, yeah, that's our last Chaos Emerald over there. We want to have Cortex hit those switches, if I can do it correctly. I actually forget how to do this properly. Okay, you have to just, regular throw, because, you know, regular throw and spin throw are counted as two separate things, so that's why sometimes spin throw doesn't really do anything, but you gotta be so precise with this, it actually kind of bothers me. See, because, like, I'm standing as straight as possible here, and I'm still missing. Like, the controls don't exactly work that well when it comes to Crash, because they want you to be super precise for a lot of stuff, and the game just doesn't compensate for that. Like, I honestly don't know how to describe it, other than, like, it's basically you're trying to throw Cortex in a straight line, and just... There is no such thing as a straight line in this game. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. Oh, okay, I actually didn't need Cortex. I can just get the Chaos Emerald. Okay, I'll get the Chaos Emerald, be on my way, and go get Cortex. Thank God Cortex doesn't run away. I guess this is his lair, but he kind of does need our help, too, so... But now we have 100% for this area, so we're pretty much good. All we have to do is to throw Cortex over there, and miss. Okay, I guess I should have, like, a counter for Cortex missed or something. I don't know. Nah, probably not. I kind of don't care. Anyway, he'll go over there and activate the switches for us, so all we have to do is just, walk over when we, get the chance. And my computer is freezing again, so, yeah, I'm gonna be kind of wary if I, accidentally die. Ooh, and they're being obnoxious by having these nitro cards placed right next to us. Thanks for that, game. So Cortex is nice enough to walk over here for us, and the moment we throw him through here, by the way... And now his voice clips are back. Now, here's the thing. We're done with this area, and I believe we're almost back at Iceberg Lair, but there is one more thing waiting for us here. And it's actually right on top of this ice. It's kind of hard to see with the dazzle, but that's our next boss fight. Yeah. So, considering we're coming up a bit on time, I'm gonna say goodbye here, and I'll see you guys for the next episode where we'll tackle this boss, and maybe something extra. We'll have to see. In any case, see you guys next time.